All right, let's dive into something pretty wild. We're going to explore a hypothesis that tries to connect the super strange world of quantum physics with our deepest emotions, and maybe even the reality we experience every single day. It's called the entropy of choice.
So let's just start with the big, provocative question this whole idea is built on. What if all the chaos in the world, war, crisis, even your own personal misfortunes, what if they aren't just random, not just bad luck? What if they are a direct result of a fundamental law of the universe at play? It's a huge claim, I know. So let's unpack it.
First up, we have to tackle what the source calls the chaos question. See, to really get the solution this hypothesis is offering, we first have to understand the problem it's trying to solve, and that's the constant tug-of-war between order and chaos in our lives.
Okay, so here's the core of it. Your reality? It's not this solid, fixed thing you just exist in. Nope. According to this theory, it's being actively shaped every single second by energy. And that energy has a favorite rule to follow, the second law of thermodynamics. Now, put simply, that law says things naturally go from order to disorder, from a neat room to a messy one, from a structured society to a chaotic one. And that tendency towards chaos, that's called entropy.
So how do we influence any of this? Well, we have to borrow a concept from the quantum world called superposition. And this is where it gets really interesting. Imagine your life, right this second, isn't just one single path forward. Instead, it's this shimmering, vibrating field of billions of possible futures, all existing at the exact same time. This field of pure possibility is your initial potential.
So if we're living in this fog of infinite possibilities, how does anything concrete ever actually happen? Well, that leads us right to the power of your quantum choice.
This is where you come in. According to this hypothesis, every single conscious choice you make is an act of observation. And just like in quantum physics experiments where observing a particle locks it into place, your choice forces that massive field of probabilities to collapse. It goes from billions of maybes down to one single is. You're not just picking an option. You are literally pulling one single reality out of the quantum fog and making it real. But what kind of reality do you create? Well, that's where entropy comes back in, but this time applied to our emotions. Remember, entropy is a measure of disorder, of chaos. The theory goes that choices driven by fear, anger, jealousy, those are high entropy choices. They literally pump chaos into your reality. The source even calls them energetically inefficient. It's a messy, wasteful way to create.
And this slide really breaks down the two paths you can take. On one side, you've got the high entropy choice. It comes from fear and anger, and it's driven by the amygdala, our primal reactive brain. The effect? It supposedly distorts space